Student, today we have studied the relation between the capital G and small g. Before studying this, some of the points you should know, that is free fall, what is capital G, what is small g. These already we have studied in detail in last lecture. Now I am just going to give you some of the definition. Free fall is the fall of the object towards the earth under the action of gravitational force only. Okay, that fall is known as the free fall. Now during this free fall, the velocity direction will be same, but the magnitude is going to change, and how it changes that we have already discussed. Okay, so due to the change in velocity, there will be the acceleration, and that acceleration is known as the acceleration due to gravity. It means small g. So what is small g? Small g is the acceleration due to gravity which is produced in a freely falling body. Okay. Capital G is the gravitational constant, universal gravitational constant, that already we know. Now to relate between the capital G and small g, suppose that this is the earth of the radius capital R and mass small m, and the object is at a distance d from the earth center of the mass small m. Okay, now according to the Newton's universal law of gravitation, what it says, the force exerted between them, that is equal to the that will be proportional to the product of the masses, and it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. To avoid that proportionality, that constant g we have kept it here, and we are getting this. Okay, but according to the Newton's second law, what it says that F is related with the acceleration by this relation. Okay, so F is equal to m into a. Now here a is the acceleration when we are following the horizontal motion, as we have studied in chapter 8. There we have used acceleration a. Now here we are applying it for the vertical motion. That acceleration is acceleration due to the gravity, and hence we have replaced a by g. So we are getting F is equal to m into g. That is the second relation. From first and second relation, you can see that both are the force exerted in between the two objects, and that is same. So we have to equate its right hand side. After equating right hand side, we are going to get g is equal to capital G. Okay, small g is equal to capital G into capital M divided by d square. This relation shows that g is independent of the mass of the object. What it means? It means that whether the object is heavier or the lighter, g is the same for all the objects. Okay, it means that acceleration will be the same for all the objects. It means all the objects will fall at the same rate. It means that from the certain height, if the different objects are released, then they will fall at the same rate, and they will strike the ground at the same time. Okay, now this is about the small g related with the object when it is away from the earth surface. If the object is on the earth surface or near to the earth surface, then instead of d, we can take the distance between them is radius of the earth, that is r. Okay, it is on the earth surface or near, because this distance is a very small as compared to this distance, so we can neglect it, and in place of d we can write down r. R is the radius of the earth. Now further, how we can calculate the value of this g, that is acceleration due to gravity on the earth surface? We can put all the values, all these values you should know. Capital M is the mass of the earth, g is the gravitational constant, r is the radius of the earth. After putting these values, now we are going to get that is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. This is the acceleration due to gravity value on the earth surface.